Welcome to Sports Talk with John and John. That's John, he's John, and me? Well, I'm the shark.
Week 2 kickoff, great football. Let's have a week 2 open discussion on our reaction to the football games. Jonathan, any specific game you want to talk about that you've seen that really interests you the most?
I want to say I want to talk about the Bears Lions game. I want to leave off with that. Welcome back, Detroit's offense. 52 points. I don't think Chicago stood a chance.
52.
When you put up a 50 burger on somebody, yeah, you know what? There's an offensive explosion. Plus, Chicago's defense isn't bad. It's not a bad defense, but Detroit just gave us a glimpse of what they're going to look like when they click on all 8 cylinders. You know, they just proved that, you know, once the running game clicks and once the running game is on point, Jared Goff looks like, you know what? He gets more confidence slinging the rock. And those 2 receivers on the outside, you know, they'll make you pay. They shredded Chicago's secondary the whole game. I mean, they created gaps. Chicago's D-line couldn't stop the run at all. And also, you know, Caleb Williams, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with his development. At this point in time, he's a first pick. It might be time to start thinking about a contingency plan if you're Chicago. I don't mean to sound alarmed, but he's showing tendencies. He's showing tendencies. It's not there yet, but he's showing tendencies.
What?
Like, yeah, he's showing tendencies. You know what? You always said if it
Only
if it walks
18
like a duck,
games.
has web feet, water rolls off his back, has the bill. I mean, we don't even have to go that far. You know, it's quacking right now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm this close to calling it a duck. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm this close. My spider senses are tingling at this point in time. Because there's no excuse. He has a decent wide receiving core. Not the greatest, but certainly you can make the argument that Romo Dunze is certainly a quality receiver. You have
over 120 receiving yards that game. He was on fire.
You have a really good tight end with Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet. And they have the rookie tight end too, Loveland.
Yeah, Loveland. And you have a decent offensive line. Not all world, but decent. Certainly, I would say middle of the pack, but nothing that's going to wow you.
They upgraded over the offseason. They upgraded.
I mean, so in my book, when I hear quarterback, decent wide receiver, decent tight end, decent offensive line, that usually translates to a team that usually is going to be on the positive side of 500. And you know what? At this point in time, he's flashing tendencies of why he might have actually not been the guy. So, but that's the game I want to lead off with. Thought it was a very good game. It's a very entertaining game with that too.
Dad, what was your game of the week that you liked the most?
I gotta tell you, I watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm not gonna say I wrote off Baker Mayfield. I didn't write him off, but I didn't see him yet develop into a professional quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback, but not a professional quarterback. And what I saw this weekend was Baker Mayfield, you might, not just yet, but you might have to start looking at him in a different light. Like, you're going to have to lose that Baker Mayfield in Cleveland altogether. That guy. Have to lose it. And it really is hard if you played in Cleveland to go someplace else and to start playing and for people to say, hypothetically, oh, you're pretty good. Because Cleveland has been first-round draft picks for so many years that essentially when you go to Cleveland, you know, you're determined to be someone who's going to resurrect the franchise always. Going to resurrect the franchise. And then when you don't, you're considered as, well, maybe not the redeemer, and you're not considered as that good of a player. But we may need to start rethinking Baker Mayfield, because what I've seen in the last 2 weeks with him is that, one, His quarterback proficiency is off the chart.
Fourth quarter.
Number two, in a fourth quarter as a fourth quarter quarterback, I'm starting to say that's not the guy who we may want to have the ball in the fourth quarter.
No.
And number three, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensively, they're not bad. They're not bad. And that wide receiver core, I don't know what they said to Mike Evans, but someone said something to Mike Evans like, hey, Mike, you're not old and you're still good. And he's doing everything to prove whoever said that to him is right.
Yeah, but he also has Amika Abuka playing with him as well too. And
I said the wrong. Yeah, they're good. He's a stud.
Kid's a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to see any more. He's going like if he the way he's progressing right now. Todd Bowles picked the winner with him. Pick the winner.
I'm not. The only thing I'm not sure about at Tampa is the guy you just said is Todd Bowles. Right. That's the one.
Wow.
I'm not really.
Todd Bowles
8-0
in the first two games, and 8-0 in the first two games of the opening season for the last 4 years now.
Todd Bowles
Right.
also won the NFC South twice in 3 years. Like, I mean, yeah, we're like, hold on, like, what are you seeing that I'm not like?
Yeah,
Like, what?
That playoff record for Todd Bowles is not great.
Yeah, he just beat the Eagles. He's 1-1.
sounds like personal bias right there.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? Let's. I gave you my early.
He beat the Vikings.
I gave you my.
He beat the Eagles.
He beat the Eagles 2 years ago, and last year he beat who they played first round and won last year.
Right.
Hey, it was 2-2, right?
Yeah.
2-2?
Okay. Right. I'm not arguing that. You asked me for my in-season 2 first games. It's Tampa Bay, and it's the Los Angeles Chargers. Right. The Los Angeles Chargers and Tampa Bay are my 2 early season 2-0 teams that I'm like, whoa, okay, somebody better pay attention. That's all I'm saying.
You know, I'm glad you brought the Chargers because that was one of the games I picked. Right, I picked the Raiders. Unfortunately, the Raiders actually let me down. Gino. You're gonna go back to you're gonna go back to pizzerias pretty soon, Gino. If you play like that, that was not good. That was not good play.
Not good at all.
But me and Mike were talking about this, and it just seems to me that Justin Herbert, right? I want you to just look at him over 2 games, right? The way Justin Herbert played against Kansas City was absolutely impressive. It was impressive. I have no fault with how he played against Kansas City. Against the Raiders, he looked pretty pedestrian. And he didn't wow you. So I noticed this trend with Justin Herbert, right? It seems that he plays down to competition or up to competition. It's never a consistent flow with him. Like, realistically speaking, if he'd have played the way he played against the Raiders against Kansas City, that would be a 1-1 team right now. And if he'd played against the Raiders
with that defense,
City, yeah,
Chargers got a great defense. It's a really good defense.
Yeah, but I mean, just his quarterback play. I mean, realistically, keep in mind, Gino also threw the ball. Gino had contributed to 2 massive turnovers, one inside the red zone. He doesn't throw that last pick. You know, we're talking about a 1-score game with like 4 minutes left on the clock. You know what? At that point in time, you know, anything can really happen. That pick really sealed the game. But I mean, they are a 2-0. They're a 2-0 team. Mike, what's your take on that, Mike?
Listen, you know I'm high on Justin Charles.
Yeah, I know you
are. There we go. It's like a bromance. It's like a
this year.
freaking developing bromance. Like, what that?
Listen,
Let's go, Glazer.
Listen, we're going to get into the MVP picks later.
Oh, no. Jesus.
Let me not spoil it then. Shark bait.
Okay.
You'll smell something in here. Yeah, I'll smell something in here.
What kind of
Listen,
are you eating?
I'm high on the Chargers.
What?
I told you guys.
Okay.
I told you guys when we did our over and under win picks for the season, our predictions that the Chargers were going to win over 9 games. I think they had them on slate for 9.5 maybe.
You got them 9.5.
And you guys said, yeah, and I said over. Like over. They beat the Chiefs. They came back and had an easy Nice little road to beat the Raiders. Defense locked him down. Justin Herbert, you could say he played down. To me, he did what he had to do. He didn't have to show off, but he still was.
They won.
He was
They won.
perfect out there. They won. Yeah, they won.
They
won.
We can't talk about he plays down. Then what's Jalen Hurts? He doesn't play at all. Then to me,
Right.
Justin Herbert has like 5 touchdown passes in the last 2 games. And the thing is, they did that with absolutely no run game. They're winning games without running the ball. So imagine
How long can
when
that go?
Simpson, it's going to go as long as John takes him.
You know, he's been known
Okay.
to fizzle out in playoff runs, by the way. You know,
Say it again?
he's been known to fizzle out in playoff runs, by the way.
Yeah, okay. But all I'm
So-
saying is, do the Chargers look good?
Yeah. You know what?
Well,
They
I mean,
don't look
fine.
like they're
Next
just
week,
getting
so-
By
by.
the way, the Saints look good. I mean, the Saints only lost
No, the Saints
2
don't.
games in the fourth quarter.
Saints
We had a
only
drop.
lost 2 games.
No, then
Yeah, but we had a drop. And we had a missed field goal. The Saints
Yeah,
could
but,
be looking at 2-0 too. By the way,
That's
drop?
a reach.
Okay, wait. But it's not. It's a fact. We got a drop in the first in the first game. That would definitely be a touchdown.
I got
It's
it.
a drop.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
And then we have a missed field goal.
Did you just
Wait a
say
minute, wait a
we?
minute.
Did you say we?
I'm
I
not
think
a
I heard you
proponent
say
of the Saints, but I'm just saying
Wow.
if you're going to take the Chargers,
Whoa,
And-
you said we. Let's
The
talk
Saints,
about that for a second.
both of their losses came to teams that haven't even made the playoffs last year.
right,
So it came to the
right.
the
Oh, no,
Cardinals
they
the
lost
first
to the
week.
49ers.
They lost to the Cardinals.
last
The
week.
49ers didn't make the playoffs last year,
That's right.
and they lost to Mac Jones. They lost to the
lost
backup
to Mac Jones.
with no George Kittle, no Brandon Ayuk. I mean, he was throwing the ball to Jennings, like the third string when Debo was there.
Yeah, Jennings is he's A1 though. He's A1 now.
A1 as in steak sauce. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
he
on.
gets-
He's
Stop.
He gets
Stop
paid
it.
like $6 million a year.
Stop it.
but for the 49ers, he's 1A though. For the 49ers,
Wow.
he is. He is.
Okay.
Call it whatever.
Yeah.
He is.
Because they have nobody. Okay.
Okay.
I have.
But
I
I'm
have
not a proponent of saying. I'm just saying the Saints could also be in the Chargers position. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let me give you another 2-0 team while we're on 2-0 teams. By the way.
Okay.
Danny Two Nichols is back to
God.
being
Yo,
Danny Dimes.
why'd you
Oh,
do it?
God.
Why'd you do
Danny
it?
Two Nichols is back to being Danny Dimes.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Colts outlasted
What?
the Broncos by 1.
What?
The Broncos picked
Don't call
to
him.
win that game.
Don't say he's back. No, he's not.
Don't
back.
call it a
Danny
comeback.
Dimes. Danny Dimes
No, don't
is
call
in
it
New
a
York.
comeback.
Danny Dimes is in New York. In Indianapolis is Danny Two Nichols.
Danny
The
Two
horseshoe
Nichols.
Danny Two
No,
Nichols.
no. Don't call it a comeback. That's
I
all it is.
mean-
Don't call it a comeback.
I mean, you know
Let's
what?
talk about it.
The crazy thing is that
Wow.
Bo Nix actually put up a really crazy stat line in that game. Just
He did.
FYI. Bo Nix went 22 for 30. You know, I mean, only 206 passing yards, but he threw for 3 of them things, 3 tutties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't hang this on Bo Nix, but Danny Two Nichols.
Wow.
He threw the ball 34 times. He threw
Wow.
for 316 yitties. What is
Wow.
going on right now?
He's a
That's why-
doubter.
Wait a minute.
What
That's
is-
why he was.
He's a
Unlike
doubter.
you guys, I always said that's my guy in New York. I was like, that's my
What?
guy. That's my
What
guy.
are we?
Here we go
I
now.
get credit for
Here
that.
we
That's
go
my
now.
guy.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Krispy Kremes.
So,
That's my
so
guy.
Why'd you take Colts under? Why'd you
Extra
take the under?
Here we go. Extra glaze. No, he was never your guy.
That was my guy in New York, Danny Dimes.
Sprinkling.
You
He's
troll.
trying to sprinkle, Jonathan.
You
He's trying
troll.
to sprinkle. He's trying to sprinkle cinnamon on the oatmeal and call it
There you
sweetener.
go. Yeah, it is.
Whatever.
There it is. I knew
Whatever.
it.
Whatever.
That ain't sugar. That's Splenda. Get out
Whatever.
of here. That's fake sugar. He
Okay,
threw
whatever. That's my
He
guy.
threw for 306. Do you understand that this guy is averaging 300 yards a game over the first 2 games? Do you realize
Richardson.
that
Richardson.
the Giants couldn't get this guy to throw for 300 yards in 25 games, 30 games?
That's a
This
team that let
guy-
Saquon go, by the way.
Yeah, oh, that's a different story. But one tutty, very efficient with the ball, 23 for 34, 117 QBR. Like,
Wow.
do my
That's
eyes
my
deceive
guy.
me?
That's my guy.
We're talking about the AFC South, and everybody's Texans, and the Colts are like,
0-2.
did you forget about us?
Oh,
No,
and two.
we're here. So whatever. First of all, coaching for the Indianapolis Colts is a big. It's big.
Shane Steichen.
It's big. Shane has got this guy taking Adderall. What's that pill? Limitless NZT. Like Danny Jones has,
You mean like ketamine?
that make him fall asleep. But the NCT, the pill Michael from the movie Limitless, right? Danny Jones is popping those before the games.
Yeah.
And he's going out there and he is balling right now. Like, and
That's my guy.
I can't. I want to hate the guy.
That is my guy.
But I'm like,
I called that.
I'm like, I'm baffled by this.
So why'd you take the under? Oh, Colts over and under 6 games.
I was wrong.
Under.
I was wrong.
Wait a minute.
I
I want
wrong.
to explain myself.
I
Wait
was
a myself. I was wrong. Wait. I want to explain myself.
You're wrong.
I get a chance to explain because, well, I'm dad.
Oh, okay.
I make bedtime. I
Yeah.
could be wrong about like
okay.
6:30 as a bedtime. So I openly admit like 6:30 bedtime may be wrong. I might be wrong about Daniel Jones because I didn't know who Shane Steichen was. And I didn't know what he was going to do. And I didn't know, like, is he going to be the same as the Giants? We're like, hey, Danny, we want you to do things that may be out of your comfort level, but may make us comfortable. Or is Shane Steichen going to be like, look, I've watched you in practice, Danny. We're going to set plays that play to your strength, that we're going to matriculate in terms of Hank Scram. Shout out to Hank Scram. We're going to matriculate the ball downfield. And we're going to let you showcase, quote unquote, your physical attributes. Because Danny's been running the ball. Like, hey,
Run the ball.
he has been running the ball. And I'm not talking about escaping through the pocket running the ball. But we're talking about I'm going to get that first down running the ball or I'm going to get that touchdown running the ball. And it seems to me either the Giants missed that or Shane Steichen in 1 year, or not even coaching yet in 1 year, saw everything he knew to see to say that Richardson, with all the gifts and the talents he physically has, can be beaten out by Daniel Jones, with whom we question with his tenure with the Giants as a quarterback. But now we're saying, is it him or is it the scheme? And I think it's a combination of both. So I'm going to throw a mad shout out to Shane Steichen, but I'm also going to give Danny Dimes his respect. I'm going to give it to him, at least for 2 games. I'm going to give it to him. Maybe a change from New York and the press and the New York Post and the Daily News and the Times and whatever newspaper that's currently in iteration in New York, and moving to a place where, you know, you're driving your pickup truck and no one's recognizing you and you go shopping and the pressure comes off of you and you play at ease. Maybe there's something to that. But kudos to him.
I just want to also mention the fact that he also had Jonathan Taylor, who looked absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. Beastly.
Talk about it.
Beastly.
25 for how much?
$160.
Oh,
He had 2 tutties too, 1 in the air. So
Beastly.
Beastly. I know that helps, but but at the
right.
same
He had
point in time-
Saquon too, by the way. He had Saquon
Yeah,
too.
Saquon.
So.
That's why I'm like,
Right.
But is Jonathan Taylor a bell cow?
no.
Yes.
I don't
he
see
is.
it. I don't see it yet, Michael.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
Yes,
Mike.
he is. Listen, listen.
Well, okay.
Listen. Let's not forget about his first 2-3 years in the league. He was a monster. He got hurt, and he was gone for a while, and people forgot about him. Last year, they had Anthony Richardson. It was terrible. Everybody sold out for the run. They dared him to throw the ball. This year, what Shane Steichen is doing is he's sticking to Danny Two Nichols' strengths. What does Danny Dimes do the most? Excuse me, Danny Two Nichols. Play action. Yo, do you see the play action? Play
It was
action.
lethal. It was lethal.
Yo, play action.
Three-
They didn't know
just-
what was going on out there.
Three pass plays completed over 40 yards by Daniel
Yes.
Jones in this game. So
Yes.
3 big,
Yes.
huge
Play
pass
action.
plays.
Like it's the play action. And then when they do hand it off, Jonathan Taylor, boom, carry 22 yards.
Well, you know,
boom,
Michael,
15 yards.
they've had a soft schedule. They dropped 41
No,
on the.
they-
Oh, wait a
they
minute.
play Denver.
Let me
They play
just
Denver.
let me just finish this, okay? Can I just finish this thing? All right, listen. You guys say that the Bengals give you 14 points to begin with. We give you
Yeah.
14 points. All right. The Broncos call that what it is. All right, I'm not gonna. But the Dolphin win. Come on, the Dolphin win.
Oh, no, I'll chunk that up. But the
Hey,
Broncos.
Okay, wait. No,
Broncos-
nope. I'm not doing that. You know why?
But they got the
I'm not
Tennessee
gonna lie.
Titans. They got Tennessee Titans on Sunday. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay, but then
The
after that, the
Titans?
meat of the schedule starts because it's the Rams, Raiders, Cardinals,
No.
Chargers.
The meat started now when you lost all of your opening games for the last 10 years.
And then you went
Yeah.
in with the journeyman quarterback. Or
And now
a
you're
reject
2-0, and now you're 2-0 with the reject quarterback over your first round, third
Yeah.
pick overall first quarterback. Like, so the first game should have been,
Yeah.
let's see what he does, because I'm sure everyone took Miami to win. No one had faith in Daniel Jones.
Is this
He goes
is this a 6-win team? Is this a 6-win team?
I'm staying with my team.
over
I'm staying
6
with my
wins to
get.
me.
Over 6. Yeah, over 6.
Over 6.
Over 6.
No.
After they beat the Broncos, Jonathan, did you think for a chance that they'd have
No.
a shot at beating the Broncos?
No.
Okay.
No, not
has your
no.
mindset changed a little now?
I'm buying the jersey.
I'm not. No.
No, the Jonathan Taylor jersey.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Slow down.
No.
There.
I'm getting a customized
Let's-
jersey that says 2 nickels.
Let's pump the brakes here, okay? Is this the guy? When do you get to a point where you're saying, hey, you know what? This isn't the guy that I saw in that blue and white uniform.
Well, this is the guy we're seeing.
Because we're only at 2 games here. We had 2 games here, and he's got a very good running back. And the team, let's not forget something. Let's not forget Jim Irsay passed away. So there is a momentum in the locker room that's essentially say, let's go win this. I play for teams where you get a rally cry. You get a rally cry. Let's go win this for blah, blah, blah. Let's go win this for ho-ho. Let's go win this for whoever. And I kind of think the Colts have got a rally cry going on in that locker room for Jim Irsay. And a lot of guys, I'm watching a defense where guys that I didn't think could are. Now, I'm seeing some defensive play that I'm like, well, why didn't you do that last year? How are you doing that this year? You're not that much different from last year. So I believe there's a lot of rally cry going on, and I do believe that if, in fact, the Colts go 4-0, hypothetically, that it's going to be leaked out the locker room that, you know what, we're playing for something more than this. Okay, whatever.
Make this like remember the Titans or something like that.
Whatever.
This is just a revamped and motivated Colts team, and the only thing they did was change was get a quarterback. They got rid of they benched Anthony
You
Richardson.
didn't get a quarterback.
They let Joe Flacco go.
So far.
They benched Anthony Richardson. They brought in Daniel Jones, and now he's actually showing you the true talent of that team because he's saying, "I am a real quarterback. I am not a bad quarterback."
I'll just say this.
He's from Duke.
They're not playing for Arch Manning anymore. I'll tell you, Mike.
No,
You know what? So,
Daniel Jones is also doing what, Jonathan? He's playing for the bag.
yes, he's playing for the back.
He's playing for the bag.
Oh,
He's playing for the
no.
bag. If you
No,
throw,
we're not doing that.
listen,
No, we're
listen,
not doing that.
If you throw for over 300
Playing-
yards, if
he's
you
playing
throw
for
for
the
over
bag.
300 yards on the Broncos defense, you're a good
He's
quarterback.
playing for the bag.
He got
and
the
there's
bag.
No, he didn't get the bag. He got the bag with the
He got
Giants.
$50 million for 1 year.
How much?
No.
$50
Daniel
million
Jones is getting
for 1 year.
he's getting
Not
like
50.
$6
There's
million
no
this
way
year.
he got. Yeah.
Oh,
He
wait a
didn't
minute.
get 50.
He got
50
44
million?
50
No,
million.
You're talking about the
the
Giants
Giants.
contract.
That Giants
Oh.
contract. He got He
Yeah.
got 50
That
million.
was 40 million.
No.
That was 40 million. It was 4 years.
Okay,
160.
I'm 10 million off the last year,
Okay.
40 to 50 million dollars.
Yeah,
Daniel
but-
Jones didn't play, so he's
Yeah,
not playing for the
a
bag.
future.
He's
He's playing for a future.
Playing.
Come on, seriously.
You know what's better. You know what's
He lives
better
in
than some
Indianapolis.
money? More money. You know what? And he's playing for more money right now because he's playing to be the starter. So you know what? Right now, until he shows me otherwise,
Wow.
Danny Jones
Wow.
is arrived. You know what?
Wow.
You got to give props where props due.
Wow.
Other undefeated team right now, my favorite, your favorite, QB1, baby. That's right. Put some respect on his name. All he does is just win, win, win. Like the Khaled song,
Oh God.
Jalen Hurts. It hurts to be right. It hurts to win. I get it. Everybody says that, right? It hurts to be right. It hurts to win because all he does is win. Call it whatever you want. The best running back to be, quarterback, whatever. It doesn't matter. They went
Push,
out
push.
there. He beat the Chiefs
Push.
in KC, by the way.
504-434-2509.
Not a great box score. I mean, he had a QBR of like
5.
of
5.
like 80.
When he threw one pass over, AJ Brown caught a pass on the sideline. Come on, let it go. AJ Brown caught a pass. If it wasn't for that throw up to Smith, to Devontae, if it wasn't for that throw up to Devontae, that throw up to Devontae, which was a zero blitz. We got one receiver, we got one cornerback, and Trent McDuffie overran this thing, and you know, it's a jump ball, but I will tell you, he slammed Devontae to the ground after he caught that. He was pretty angry on that tackle, but it is what it is. Travis Kelce, it is what it is.
Best stat line of the day. The Philadelphia
Kelce.
Eagles has managed to basically put one play above 20 yards this game, and
Wow.
that was to Devonta Smith.
That's
By the
right.
way, AJ Brown, 5 catches for a whopping 27 yards. Those wheels are going to come off the
Terrible.
bus pretty soon. You know what?
I said this. I said this.
I see it. It's Mount Vesuvius because you know what?
2 games,
I'm
6
looking-
catches, 35 yards. What is that?
I'm looking, and you know what? And granted, you know they get down to the
He's
red
on
zone.
track. He's on track for 150 yards this season.
I mean,
So when did when did him and Jalen have a fight in the locker room?
I think it starts to happen rather quickly. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I get it. Winning solves everything, but this team is winning by the thinnest
Ugly.
of margins, and
Ugly.
and it's just a matter of time before the ball takes a precipitous bounce in the opposite direction, like they say, right? And if it does, and it's a 20-17 loss, like if this was a 20-17 loss, and AJ Brown has that stat line, at that point in time, the narrative is totally different, right? So, you know, I got to tell you, Jalen Hurts throwing the ball 22 times isn't the problem. Jalen Hurts throwing the ball and completing 15 passes for less than 120 yards is
That's a problem.
significant issue, because that tells me that basically you are check down Johnny. You know what I'm saying? You are not
No, because this
for
is a
the
top
pass.
5 quarterback. This is Jalen Hurts. He won a chip. He's a top 5 quarterback. And I'm like, yo, okay, we need to redefine what a quarterback is and what they do. Like, what are we judging it? What are we
We need to
basing this
redefine
on?
that.
Yeah, we have to redefine
Look, man,
it. This is not a
We need
quarterback.
to redefine that. Yeah.
Until
He's not a quarterback.
Ronnie Brown played for the Miami Dolphins and the Wildcat. He wasn't the quarterback, but he got quarterback stats that season. And the Dolphins went on to go to the playoffs, by the way.
Yeah,
playing out of
that's
the
for
wild
sure.
card.
That's
So,
for sure.
you know what? I'm just going to tell you, you know, what if the Eagles actually play the whole season and they win 14 games like this?
I
At that
believe
point
they
in time-
can.
But I'm turning off my NFL subscription if that's the case, because
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't watch
canceling the
this.
subscription.
So
I can't watch this.
Would you rather win boring or lose pretty? Like which one is it?
It's pretty.
You'd rather lose pretty? Well,
Yeah,
I'd rather
good.
lose.
I'd rather lose. I'd rather lose by like scoring 47 than
The
to win by
Ravens.
scoring
Like the
9.
Ravens,
nine.
Bills.
There's a couple of lose pretty games, because I got to tell you something. The Giants and the Cowboys, that was a pretty loss.
Yeah, it's a pretty loss.
That was a pretty loss.
Now that's
Yeah,
the
it's very-
definition of a pretty loss. Yeah.
That's a pretty loss, baby.
That was a great game, by the way. Great
That was a
game.
damn good game. I think
Great,
that might be actually
great
game
game.
of the week.
Props to
That-
Dak. Props to Dak. Staying in there, not giving up. You know, looking like an all-pro quarterback, Dak Prescott, and big ups to Dak. But also, you know,
Russ?
I
Russ?
thought the Giants
Russ?
wide receiving core
Russ?
looked.
Say it.
No, Russ and that
There
giant
you
wide
go.
receiving core. If this is what the future looks like, they may not win, but they're going to put up numbers, and they're going to put some teams on high alert in that defensive
No.
backfield because the Giants
800 yards combined.
800 yards
passing
combined.
in
Yes.
a football game. 800.
Right.
Russ threw for 450 yards, 30 for 41, 73%.
If he doesn't throw that ugly
completion.
interception, the Giants might just tie this thing.
I mean, look, he had a QBR. Look, once again, I'm not gonna hang some guy threw for 3 tutties, 130 QBR, 450 yards. When's the last time you saw a Giant throw for 400 yards?
Jackson Dart.
You were playing Madden with Michael. I mean, the Giants still don't have a running attack.
Yes,
Still
they
don't have a
do.
running attack.
They do. They just throw the ball.
Oh well,
It's yak. The Giants' rushing attack is yak.
that's what it has to be.
I'm still calling fluke on that, but Russ.
What I'm gonna say is the one guy I'm not calling fluke on is I'm not calling fluke on Malik Neighbors. You can
No,
say
no.
whatever you
Malik
want.
Neighbors he's validated. He's valid. Yeah, he's certified.
Malik Neighbors, he
I'm-
went for
I'm just saying-
167.
I'm gonna say what I will say about that game that I saw is I'm not gonna say Russell was great. I'm going to say that the secondary for the Cowboys is bad.
Not that good.
These were just
I agree.
streaks. It's just streaks. It seems they're just getting beat. And as a matter of fact, Donovan Wilson, if he doesn't get pass interference on that one out route from Slater, that was another 70-yard bomb they
Yep.
would have got. But he grabbed him in the middle of the field, and because he knew he was beat, so he just grabbed him before Russ could throw the ball to him. They threw the flag. So all he did was throw seams until overtime, where he got so used to just throwing the ball up that this time he threw it up and it got picked off.
Right.
Although the one shining bright spot in that game is what's going to make the Cowboys dangerous is they got a weapon. No one's really talking about it. Once the Cowboys touch the 50-yard line, you might as well just give them 3 points. You might as well just give them 3 points.
This kid's got a leg
Brandon
that
Aubrey.
must be made out of
Brandon
steel.
Aubrey.
Once they
64
once they,
yards.
once they
Oh, my
cross
God.
the 50, once they cross midfield,
That's the secret weapon.
Chalk it up 3.
it just give him 3 because that guy, he's kicking from Dallas into Arlington. You know what? It doesn't matter. You know, me personally, I think the guy can, based on that 64-yard. You tell me, look at that 64-yard kick. Do you think he could have put 6 more yards back on that and still fly?
8
I think
more.
they said it was like good for 68 yards after
Yeah.
he kicked it.
Yeah,
it was
but you
for
think
64.
I mean, you're right.
Okay, but let's not go off on field goal. You know,
It's 70.
I'm not. No, John, hold it. Pump the brakes. Field goal kickers. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this because he's kicking in the perfect conditions. No wind at home. Let's call this outdoor Green Bay, San Francisco. Let's give this an outdoor stadium. You know, and on natural turf. You know, a slip here, a slip there, a win here. San Diego outdoors. You know, just I know he's got a great leg. You know, I'm not big on field goal kickers because a guy only gets paid to do one thing: just kick the ball. He
Okay,
doesn't have to
so-
tackle, doesn't have to play, just kick the ball. And I'm not going to hedge my life on a guy who just gets paid to do one thing.
So
I'm not
Adam
doing it.
Vinatieri made a career off of that one thing. The Patriots won so many damn games because of Adam Vinatieri's
I
one
get
thing.
it.
Justin
I get it.
Tucker made a career off of one thing. And
I get it.
I just want to just pull it out there, right? How many teams basically coming down the stretch lost by 3 or less points in games that are crucial games?
Grant
right?
Cano.
Missed field goals.
Grant
The
Cano.
Giants have a Super Bowl because a guy couldn't hit a 19-yard field goal. So you know what? At the end of the day, that one thing, you know, we don't think it's massive until it's massive. A guy that basically can get you 3 anytime you cross the 50 is lethal. Because what that means is that, you know what? You're not worrying about punting the ball anymore. You're playing by a different set of rules. You're playing by, we touch the 50, we got 3. Spot me 3. That means that any drive that Dallas Cowboys cross the midpoint of the midpoint, they're coming away with some points. You know, they can take chances at that point in time. And the way that guy's kicking over the last 2 games, he's got a Hollister four-leg. So you know what? That is a game changer. And you know what? In the NFL, where points are so crucial, anybody that can spot you or give you guaranteed three every time they have the opportunity to, you got to take that because you got to come away with points. I think that's going to change the nature of that, especially with Ronnie Turpin, with Turpin running back kickoffs. Essentially, he's getting to the 40 every time he gets the ball. Cowboys are only 20 yards away from being in scoring position every time they get the ball. That's lethal.
Yeah, but the Cowboys defense is always at this point of giving up 7 points because Malik Neighbors gets open in double coverage on a go route, or actually on a post. I'm like, wait a minute, you are down, you're up by 7. All you really have to do with 50 seconds to go in the game, and
They
you've
were
got
up 4.
the best.
They were up 4.
Oh, yeah, up 4. And all you have to do is double coverage, out blanket coverage, the best wide receiver. Safety over the top, cornerback trailing. We got it. We're not going to play anyone else. And
How was
he
the pass?
still gets by you.
How was the pass? How was the pass?
Yeah, but it never should have happened in the first place.
Like, you know what? So I don't think that the Cowboys were really out of coverage on that play. I guess
I do.
they were like. I don't think
They were out.
I don't think they were like completely out of coverage. I think there's a combination of a couple things. Number one, Malik Neighbors has all world class speed and hands. Number two is the execution for that requires a on the money throw. You understand Russ put that ball in the one spot where it was obtainable by Malik Neighbors. Like, we can say that all the time, but at the end of the day, like, you've seen quarterbacks miss that throw. And that's an easy interception throw if you miss it, right? Like, I mean, we've seen that happen before. That throw was timed perfectly. First of all, I know Russ can't do many things, but the one thing you got to put some respect on Russ is he cooks up a deep ball, man. He cooks up a deep ball.
Oh, he can throw that thing.
He can cook a deep ball. So
he can throw that thing.
I mean, look, I'm excited. Even if you lose, you know, you're right. An pretty loss is still basically fanfare, and it gets you excited. I'll take Russ. If the Giants are going to put a 37 in a loss, you know what, with Russ playing like that, then you know what, it might be must-see TV.
There's only one reason why the Giants even got that much offense, and that's because there's no Micah Parsons. I always said I'd rather take a great edge rusher rather than a great corner, because a cornerback can only guard one person and shut down one person. But a great edge rusher like Micah Parsons, every snap is putting pressure on the quarterback. Every snap. And when you don't have that, you allow things like seam throws and Russ to actually have time to make reads and go down his progression. There was absolutely no pressure. How many times did you see Rush under pressure or take a sack or have to scramble out the pocket?
Very few.
Well, then
if you're expected, Kenny Clark is there to shut down the run. He's not putting pressure on a quarterback. He's not that type of guy.
All right.